I forgot to put. I need to go put something on my face. Hold on. I'm gonna have to take a dump soon too, and it's gonna be diarrhea. Failed attempt at taking a dump. So, I had to take a walk today. Okay, so what I want, I ate my banana. So what I was gonna say is that like, okay, when you are in the process that I'm in, like the process of making it in life and being financially secure, just being and emotionally secure, like secure in every way possible, like a truly whole, complete, secure life, true success. So when you're in that, and that's the process that I'm in. So when you're in that process, when it comes to the financial part, it's like when you're trying to break yourself of the addiction to poverty behaviors, like, so you go now, just compare it to like when you Man, my voice is so loud in my head even though I have earplugs in. Like, are they not working or something? I think this one on the right is loose. So, I think I need to adjust the other one too. When you're getting out of when you're breaking free from addictive behaviors, like when it comes to money, when you're breaking free from poverty behaviors, compare it to like when you're quitting smoking. So like, when you quit smoking and it's like let's pretend like you're on your second day or something and you happen to have a bad day, or like, there's just some kind of dip in your mood and you're like or maybe you're in a situation that's really boring. So you're like, well, I'm trying, like if you were to say, well, I'm trying to quit smoking, but I need to have one right now in the meantime, just to give me a lift out of this bad mood. And and then someday I'll be able to quit totally. Like when you do that, I mean, that's not, you have to get rid, like the whole way that you break an addiction is like you have to stop using the thing you're addicted to as a crutch whenever something goes wrong. So what you should do in that situation is just suffer through it. You know what I mean? Just like, that's the only way you're gonna break that. So you compare that to like the situation I'm in right now where I have no income, and everybody's like, just get a job. Like that lady in the homeless system was like, you're gonna put in job applications and you're gonna take the first job that's offered to you. That's like when you're trying to quit smoking and like you have a bad day and you're like, well, I've got to do something about this right now. I've got to have an immediate fix. for this problem. So I guess I'm going to have to smoke a cigarette even though I'm supposed to be stopping right now. It's like then you start the addictive behavior right back up. Like if I were to go, I have no income, okay? So if I were to go out and like get a job at Walmart or something, that would be going back to an addictive drug. Because the only reason that I would be doing that, okay, a shitty job like that would be bad for me, just like it's bad if you smoke a cigarette, right? And I'm doing really good. I'm a few years into saying no to shitty, unhealthy jobs that are going to destroy me. Like I've been very good about I'm years into breaking that addiction, right? So if I were to go out and just put in a bunch of job applications for shitty quick fix jobs that are just gonna just to get an immediate paycheck, that would be picking the addictive poverty behavior right back up, and I would lose all this progress that I've made. And on top of that, I would experience the detrimental effects of the shitty job itself. Like my health would go right back in the shitter, both mentally and physically. Okay, and then I would end up, if I stayed at that job long enough, I would end up being dependent on on substances again. Like, for one, caffeine, you know, like drinking a lot of Diet Coke and stuff, taking caffeine pills, and probably, you know, like, I mean, if I was your average person, I personally wouldn't go back to cigarettes, but your average person probably would go back to cigarettes, and then you're gonna end up having to go back on psych meds just to be able to prop yourself up enough to make it in, to, like, you know, to limp your way into this job every day, you know, and then eventually you're gonna come down with cancer or something, some kind of physical health problem. So, do you see how it's this exact same addictive, nosedive as if you were a drug addict trying to get out of a drug addiction? Because it's like, you know, you're having, it's like, you know, when I say, like, when I made the cigarette analogy, and it's like when I talk about, you know, so you have a bad day when you're trying to quit, and you think, oh, well, I've got to fix this immediately, so I've got to smoke a cigarette right now to make myself feel better, just to hold me over in the meantime, and then, yeah, I'll eventually quit someday. It's like, I'm using that bad day as the analogy to, okay, like, I've got some kind of pressing financial need right now. So, you know, like, if I were a stupid person who wants to get back on the addictive poverty cycle, I would say, oh, so I've got to just go out and get a shitty job right now, just to, you know, hold me over, and then someday I'll get out of this. Someday I'll get out of poverty, and someday I'll make it in life. Do you see how that would be? That's just like the person who's trying to quit a drug, picking the drug back up just because, like, they run into some problem where it's like, you don't really need, like, just because you're having a bad day and, like, you're bored or you're in a bad mood or your boss did something to stress you out, that you don't need a cigarette to fix that. Like, that's not an actual fix. It's a trick. It's tricking you. And since it's not the real thing, since it's only a trick, that's why it'll destroy you. So, like, you know, like these shitty, like, poverty inducing jobs, they're not a real fix for poverty. They're a trick. That's why they destroy your life. Because, you know, and like how I was saying, you know, so you go take the job at Walmart, right? And then it starts it's a fucking nosedive. Well, it's not how fucking stupid are you? If you think it's for a bus ticket, you obviously must be pretty fucking stupid. Have you considered what? Okay, I guess we're in kindergarten. I'm sure kindergartners are probably like fucking geniuses compared to you. Like, oh, a bus ticket. Oh my god, that's so fucking stupid. I don't even have words for that. Obviously, if it's $50, I'm not taking a fucking bus, you fucking moron. Like, you can't possibly be that fucking stupid. You can't possibly be that fucking stupid. You know what? You go fucking work at McDonald's or Walmart, okay? You belong, I mean, if you're like a retard, you're not gonna be able to ever do any better than fucking greeting people at Walmart, okay? So, good. Are you on your lunch break right now? Just go back to work, honey. So, I've already explained about the whole bus thing. You're a fucking moron. You're already gone anyway. Fucking moron. Fucking moron. See, this is why, like, this is why so many people live in poverty, because they're so fucking stupid. This is why people can't fix, this is why you've got, like, people, like, okay. This is why you've got all these problems in society. You've got, like, this obesity epidemic, opioid epidemic, like, cancer, drugs, smoking, like, drunk driving, vaping, gangs. This is why you've got, like, you know, like, just poverty, okay? It's because people are that fucking stupid. People are as stupid as that guy that made the bus comment. Think about it. If people are that stupid that they can't even figure out just through context, they can't figure out what I'm talking about with my title. You can see, there is no way that they're ever going to be able to fix any life problem that they have. That's why the world is full of hopeless, pathetic, loser, moron flops who will never be any better than just like, you know, working at McDonald's, working at Kmart, working at Amazon, working at Walmart. They can't do any better than that. They can't fix, they're unfixable because they are not smart enough to, I mean, these problems like this are like, you have to fix it yourself. You have to get out of it yourself. No matter what kind of fucking program you fucking roll,